The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Anna stepped forward, her boots echoing against the crystalline floor. Around her, representatives from 47 species watched with a mixture of curiosity and concern. Ambassador had just finished a lengthy speech about why humanity should be denied access to frontier colonies. Earth is classified as a Class 9 Deathworld, the insectoid diplomat had declared, his mandibles clicking nervously. Humans are too dangerous, too unpredictable. They come from a planet that actively tries to kill its inhabitants. Anna smiled. The kind of smile that made even battle-hardened warriors uncomfortable. Permission to respond, Council Chair. The ancient Kikstari nodded, her 3 eyes blinking in sequence. Proceed, Ambassador. With respect to my colleague, Anna began, her voice carrying across the vast chamber. You're looking at this all wrong. Earth isn't a death world. She paused for effect. Earth is a training world. Confused murmurs rippled through the assembly. The Valkyrian ambassador's antennae twitched in agitation. Let me tell you about Max, Anik continued, pulling up a holographic display. The image showed a young human man standing in a standard galactic survival suit, grinning at the camera. Max here is a third-year student at our colonial academy. Nothing special, just an average human preparing for frontier work. She gestured, and the hologram shifted to show Max's statistics. The numbers made several council members gasp. Max can survive in temperatures ranging from -42 plus 50 degrees Celsius without technological assistance. His body autonomously regulates its internal temperature through a process we call sweating essentially. He's a walking climate control system. Can any of your species claim the same? The Valkyrian ambassador opened his mouth to protest, but Anna pressed on. Max's planet orbits a star that bombards it with radiation. So his species evolved melanin adaptation biological armor against stellar radiation. His immune system fights off thousands of potential infections daily. His body can digest an absurd variety of organic matter, including mild toxins, and convert it to energy. He can survive for weeks without food, and days without water. She changed the display again. But here's what really matters. Max was raised on a planet with 1G gravity. Your homeworlds. She pointed at various ambassadors. 06G, 04G, 07G. Max isn't just stronger than your colonists. He's adapted to carry weight, to push against resistance every moment of every day since birth. The hologram showed Max running. His species evolved as persistence hunters. Max can run for hours without stopping. Not fast. His ancestors didn't need fast, they needed unstoppable. They literally chased prey until it collapsed from exhaustion. A Delphian representative, her blue skin paling, raised a tentacle. Surely this is an exaggeration. Anask's smile widened. Would you like a demonstration? Before anyone could respond, she tapped her communicator. Max, you're on. The chamber's main entrance opened, and Max walked in, carrying a standard survival pack. He bowed politely to the council. Then, at Anised's signal, began a series of exercises that would have been impossible for most species present. He dropped and performed 50 push-ups without visible strain. He jumped, his legs propelling him, nearly 2 meters into the air, despite the chamber's standard 0.8G setting. He held a plank position for 3 minutes while answering questions about Earth's geography. The Amazon rainforest has piranhas, jaguars, and dozens of species of venomous snakes, Max explained casually. His body perfectly still, despite the physical exertion. The Australian outback has heat that can kill in hours, plus spiders, snakes, and jellyfish that can stop your heart. Siberia can freeze exposed skin in minutes, and we vacation in these places. He stood, barely breathing hard. I went camping in Yellowstone last year. There were grizzly bears, 3-meter-tall predators weighing 400 kilograms. We just made loud noises and they left us alone. It was great. The Valkyrian ambassador's wings drooped. This proves our point. Your world is too dangerous. No, Anak interjected, her voice sharp. It proves that our world prepared us. Every human who applies for frontier work has already survived Earth. They've already adapted to gravity, temperature extremes, radiation, predators, diseases, and natural disasters. You call Earth we call it home. We call it our training ground. She walked to the center of the chamber, commanding everyone's attention. When your colonists face a solar flare, they panic. Ours put on sunscreen, a protective lotion we invented because our sun attacks us daily. When your settlers encounter a 09G planet, they struggle with the weight. Ours celebrate the low gravity. When disease strikes a colony, your people die. Ours fight back because their immune systems have been sparring with Earth's pathogens their entire lives. Max joined her, standing at attention. Humans aren't dangerous because we're violent. We're resilient because we had to be. Earth didn't give us a choice. Adapt or die. Evolve or perish. We learned to turn poisons into medicine, predators into companions, and a Deathworld into a cradle of civilization. Anart pulled up a final hologram footage from human colonies across the frontier. Humans working in conditions that other species needed full environmental suits to survive. Humans solving problems, building, exploring, thriving. You want to know why you should let humans into frontier space? Anarch asked. Because when the oxygen recycler breaks, when the power fails, when the unknown threat emerges, you want humans there. We've been solving impossible problems since we figured out how to make fire while being chased by saber-toothed cats. The council chair leaned forward, all three eyes focused on Anna. You make a compelling argument, Ambassador. But the concern remains, if humans are this formidable, are they not a threat? Anna shook her head. We're a resource, we're teachers. We're the ones who will help your colonists survive when everything goes wrong, because for us, everything going wrong is just Tuesday on Earth. Max grinned. Plus, we make excellent neighbors. We bring snacks. Despite the tension, several council members chittered, the galactic equivalent of laughter. The Kickstarry council chair consulted with her advisors, then spoke. The council will consider this new perspective. Perhaps we have been looking at Earth incorrectly. A training world. She seemed to test the phrase. It has merit. As Anna and Max left the chamber, he leaned over and whispered, Did we just convince them that our nightmare planet is actually a good thing? Anna chuckled. We convinced them that their nightmare is our normal. That's humanity's real superpower, Max. We don't just survive the impossible, we make it look easy. Behind them, the Galactic Council continued their deliberations, but the tone had shifted. Earth wasn't just a death world anymore. It was the universe's finest training academy, and its graduates were ready to teach the galaxy what survival really meant. And perhaps, just perhaps, they were ready to learn that humans weren't the monsters they feared. They were the allies they needed.